At a local rest stop in the heart of America, a couple of bikers were looking for trouble. They swaggered in with their leather jackets and roaring engines, feeling invincible. Unbeknownst to them, they had targeted the wrong person. Sitting quietly at a picnic table was a veteran named Jack. Jack was a former sergeant who had served multiple tours overseas. He had seen things that would haunt most people for a lifetime. But here he was enjoying a moment of peace with a cup of coffee and a good book. As the bikers approached Jack, they began to taunt him. They thought they could intimidate him just because he was alone. Their laughter filled the air as they made crude jokes and pushed his belongings around. But what they didn't know was that Jack was not someone to be trifled with. With every word they hurled at him, Jack felt a fire ignite within. He was a man of honor who had fought for his country, and he would not stand for this disrespect. Instead of reacting with anger or fear, Jack took a deep breath and remembered the lessons he had learned in the service. He understood the importance of remaining calm under pressure. He set his book down slowly and looked up at the bikers with a steely gaze. The laughter from the bikers faded as they realized they might have underestimated the man before them. Jack stood up and squared his shoulders. He was not just a veteran, he was a warrior. He had faced battles far greater than this. As he took a step towards them, the bikers exchanged nervous glances. Jack's presence commanded respect. He spoke with a steady voice and said, "You think it's funny to pick on someone who served? You don't know what I've been through, and you don't know who you're messing with." The bikers were taken aback. They had expected an easy target, but were now confronted with a man who had seen the worst of humanity and emerged stronger. Jack continued, "I protected your right to act like fools, but that doesn't mean I will let you disrespect me. So you have two choices. You can walk away now, or you can find out what happens when you mess with a veteran." The air grew tense as the bikers weighed their options. They were used to getting their way through intimidation, but here was a man who had faced real danger. The bravado they had built up began to crumble. Jack's calm demeanor and unwavering confidence began to shift the dynamic. With a deep breath, Jack extended his hand, not in aggression, but a gesture of peace. "I'm not here to fight you. I just want to enjoy my day. You can either choose to be a part of it or walk away." In that moment, something shifted within the bikers. They had come looking for a fight, but were instead confronted with a lesson in respect and integrity. Slowly they backed away, realizing that Jack was not just any veteran, but a true representation of the strength and resilience that so many in the armed forces embody. The tension dissolved, and the bikers turned to leave. Jack watched them go, feeling a sense of relief wash over him. As he sat back down at the picnic table, he reflected on the encounter. It wasn't just about standing up for himself. It was about standing up for all veterans who have faced adversity. It was about showing that kindness and courage can triumph over ignorance and cruelty. He picked up his book and resumed reading, but now with a sense of purpose. This true story resonates with many. It reminds us that beneath the surface, we all have struggles and battles that shape who we are. Young people can learn the importance of respect and strength. Older generations can relate to the values of honor and resilience. Each person who hears Jack's story can find a connection to their own experiences and emotions. When we think about bravery, we often picture grand gestures, but sometimes it's the quiet strength that makes the biggest impact. In a world where bullying and intimidation are prevalent, Jack's story stands as a beacon of hope, showing that anyone can stand up against wrongdoings. It teaches us that compassion can exist alongside courage, and that true strength comes from within. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where you feel powerless, remember Jack's story. Remember that standing up for yourself and others takes immense courage. It's about knowing your worth and not allowing anyone to diminish it. As we navigate our lives, let's strive to be more like Jack, embodying the spirit of resilience and respect in every encounter we face.